Dear soul who awakens amidst the confusion of the heart, I feel you here, carrying this pain that seems to have no explanation. You who are searching for answers in the darkness of night, when silence echoes louder than any word. Your heart pulses with the question that won't quiet. Why did he pull away? Why did the one who seemed to be your refuge suddenly become a distant memory? Breathe deeply with me. In this sacred moment, I invite Archangel Gabriel, the divine messenger, bearer of truth and celestial clarity, so that his golden light illuminates every word that will be spoken here. Gabriel, who announces the designs of the Most High, who whispers to hearts the truths that the mind cannot yet comprehend. There is a divine message hidden in your birth month, a revelation that your heart is ready to receive. Today, through this sacred channeling, you will discover that his pulling away was not cruel coincidence, but a divine orchestration perfectly planned for your spiritual evolution. I know that your heart knows this pain that has no name, this feeling of abandonment that settles in your chest like a cold stone, heavy, that steals your breath. You who wake up at dawn with a sensation of emptiness, who look at your phone expecting a message that doesn't come, who feel the ghost of his presence in every corner of the house. This pain you feel in your stomach when you remember his smile, the way he said your name, how his eyes sparkled when he looked at you. I see you reliving every moment, every conversation, looking for signs, searching for clues of what went wrong. Your heart whispers, I don't understand. Everything was going so well. It's as if a part of you had been torn away without warning, without explanation. You who feel lost amidst your own emotions, questioning your worth, your capacity to be loved. This feeling of rejection that echoes in silence and screams louder than any noise. I recognize your pain, dear soul. I see how you have carried this weight alone, how you have struggled to understand what happened. Your heart is brave for continuing to beat even when it hurts so much. Your soul is strong for seeking answers even when everything seems confusing. But the angels whisper truths that your heart already knows, even when your mind still resists. On the other side of the veil, there is a cosmic dance happening, a divine symphony being played, where each note has its perfect timing, where each pause has its sacred purpose. Archangel Gabriel reveals to me that his pulling away was not rejection. It was protection. It was not punishment. It was preparation. Every tear you shed watered invisible seeds that are now germinating in your inner garden. Every sleepless night was a sacred vigil where your soul conversed with the divine about lessons that needed to be learned. See, my dear, your soul chose this experience before even incarnating on this earthly plane. She knew she would need this moment of apparent abandonment to awaken forces that were sleeping within you. She knew she would need to feel this pain to reconnect with your own essence, with your capacity to love yourself. The universe orchestrated this pulling away because you were losing yourself in him, forgetting who you really are. You were giving away your personal power, molding yourself to fit into a version of yourself that was not your deepest truth. The angels show me that you were living a borrowed life, breathing with his lungs, dreaming with his dreams. Now, dear soul, I invite you to a deep dive into your own heart. Look back to the moments that preceded his pulling away and see with eyes of compassion for yourself. Can you recognize the signs that you were losing yourself? Can you see how your own light was getting dimmer? Feel the strength that pulses in your veins at this exact moment, even when you doubt yourself. Recognize the light you brought to his life. Even in the darkness you feel now, you were not too small for him. You were too big for the version of yourself you were trying to be. Close your eyes and breathe deeply. Feel your heart beating strong in your chest. This heart that you believe is broken still pulses with the force of 1,000 suns. This heart that you think no longer serves still is the sacred temple where your divine essence dwells. Allow yourself to feel proud of how you have resisted, of how you have sought answers, of how you have chosen to grow instead of just survive. Your courage to be here, seeking spiritual clarity, is already proof that you are reconnecting with your inner strength. I am Gabriel, messenger of the Most High, and I come through this sacred channeling to speak directly to your heart. Beloved daughter, hear these words as if they were whispered directly in your ear by the divine breeze. Your birth month carries a specific energy, a vibration that determines the lessons your soul came to learn in this incarnation. If you were born in the early months of the year, you came to learn about starting cycles without depending on anyone. If you were born in the middle of the year, you came to learn about balancing giving and receiving love. If you were born at the end of the year, you came to learn about sacred closures and renewals. Regardless of when you were born, your soul contracted this experience of pulling away to awaken the goddess that sleeps within you. He pulled away because his energy was interfering with your process of self-discovery. He pulled away because the universe needed space to work on your transformation. It wasn't about you not being enough. It was about you being too much for a situation that didn't honor your greatness. It wasn't about you not deserving love. It was about you needing to learn to love yourself first, to then attract a love that is truly worthy of who you are. I place in your heart now the certainty that everything happened exactly as it should have happened. That every pain served a greater purpose, that every tear was an answered prayer, that every night of loneliness was a sacred initiation into your own divine company. If this message from Archangel Gabriel is touching your heart in a way you didn't expect, if you feel these words were made specifically for you, write in the comments, "I trust the divine plan." Allow this affirmation to resonate in your chest. Let it awaken the faith that may be sleeping, so that the angels can feel your presence here, so they know you are open to receiving all the clarity they have to offer. Also type, "I claim this message for myself." Let these words come out of you like a prayer, like a sacred decree that you are ready for the truth. Before we continue with the next revelation from the angels, pause for a moment and feel the energy of this message. Place your hand on your heart and breathe deeply 3 times. If you feel that Archangel Gabriel is really speaking to you through this screen, if you feel there is a greater force guiding your hands to this video at this exact moment, confirm your presence in the comments. Archangel Gabriel shows me that your pain was not in vain. Every moment of suffering was a moment of alchemy, transforming the lead of your wounds into the gold of your wisdom. Every tear you shed was an offering to the altar of your own transformation. He reveals to me that you were not abandoned. You were redirected. The universe is moving pieces on the cosmic chessboard so you can find your true place in the world, your true mission on this earth. His pulling away opened space for energies more aligned with your essence to enter your life. Feel this deeply. You have constant and invisible spiritual assistance. There are angels walking beside you, whispering in your ears, placing people and situations in your path to support your journey. There is a network of spiritual support that you can't even imagine, working tirelessly for you to awaken to your true greatness. Your challenges are part of a greater plan, of a divine tapestry being woven with golden threads. Every difficult experience was a necessary lesson. Every pain was a sacred initiation. Every loss was a preparation for even greater gains that are yet to come. Archangel Gabriel asks me to pause here. He wants you to know that there is a deeper layer to this message, a truth that may be intense but is necessary for your complete liberation. If you feel you are ready to receive the complete truth about why he pulled away, no matter how revealing it may be, write in the comments, "I am brave enough for the truth." Now, dear soul, allow me to reveal what the angels show me about the deeper aspects of this situation. He pulled away because his energy was misaligned with the person you are becoming. He pulled away because, unconsciously, he knew he couldn't keep up with your spiritual growth. Sometimes, the universe removes people from our lives not because they are bad, but because they represent an old version of ourselves. He pulled away because your presence reminded him of parts of himself he wasn't ready to confront yet. Your inner brightness was intensifying, and this created an uncomfortable contrast with the shadows he still carried. This is the deepest truth. You didn't lose the love of your life. You were freed to find the love of your life. You were not rejected by your destiny. You were redirected to it. The universe is preparing you for an encounter that will be so sacred, so aligned, that it will make all this suffering make sense. Now, my dear, I want you to close your eyes and feel the energy of what is coming. There is a sacred rebirth happening in your life. There is a profound transformation molding every cell of your being. You are becoming a more authentic, more powerful, more aligned version of yourself. I see you walking toward a future where you will look back and thank him for pulling away. You will recognize that this pulling away was the catalyst for your own inner revolution. You will realize that you needed that space to discover who you really are when you're not trying to be what someone expects you to be. There is a true love approaching your life, a love that will recognize your light without trying to dim it, a love that will celebrate your strength instead of feeling threatened by it, a love that will grow alongside you instead of trying to mold you to be smaller. But before this love arrives, you need to fall in love with yourself. You need to become your own best company. You need to discover the abundance that exists when you are at peace with yourself. You need to flourish in your own fullness. If this message from Archangel Gabriel brought peace to your heart, if it lit a light of hope amidst the darkness you have been feeling, leave your gratitude in the comments. Write, "Thank you, Archangel Gabriel," and allow this energy of recognition to expand in your chest. To continue receiving angelic guidance, channeled messages that arrive at the exact moment you need them most, subscribe to this sacred channel. Hit the notification bell so you are always notified when a new celestial revelation is available for you. If you know someone who is going through a similar situation, someone who is struggling to understand why they were abandoned, why they were rejected, share this message. Sometimes, we are divine instruments to bring healing and clarity to other wounded hearts. Remember, you are not alone on this journey. There is a legion of angels by your side, whispering courage in your ears, placing strength in your hands, filling your heart with the certainty that better days are not just coming. They are already here, waiting for you to allow yourself to receive them. May Archangel Gabriel continue to illuminate your path with his golden light. May every step you take be guided by celestial wisdom. May every breath be an answered prayer. May every heartbeat be an affirmation of your own divinity. Until the next video, dear soul, may the angels continue guiding you, protecting you, reminding you every day of how precious and loved you are in the eyes of the divine.